Hi, we've got the Mini Winnebago Bunkhouse 2100. I'm just going to do a pack up. Essentially, it's going to be the opposite order of setup, but to get everything back and make it fit, I wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of how this goes. So, if you use the griddle, essentially put this in sideways so that you're able to protect the pan and then close it up. Grill itself, close it, lock it down. And I use the aluminum bench here. It's not flammable and it'll work better in the event you spill. A little easier for cleanup than the plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in first. Inside the storage unit, it'll go straight in and be leaned back against the foam. The plastic table, if you need to open it, you need to push on this red button to release it so that you can pop it open. Otherwise it keeps it locked in. This needs to go in sideways as well. I'm going to push that in the middle. The green chairs, I've got 3 of them. Stack them on top. They're large with the side tables up. All right. The 2 grilling items I'm going to put on the other side in the storage. So I'll go ahead and start over there. Again, same way. Kind of got to go in sideways. Now, if you're at the campsite and you're going to leave it and you drop the trailer, you get everything unhooked. I've got a lock to lock down the tongue, and then if need be, if you don't have room in your vehicle, you can take the heavy hitch and the support bars and place them inside here. Do it carefully so it's not to mar it up. Right now we've got the mat down. I have to fold that up, shake it out. It's got a bag here to be put inside the storage area. We've also got the step here that makes it a little easier to get in.
How do we test it?
Essentially, there's some little pins here that allow it to fold down. You fold the legs up, you push the pins in, and then if you have uneven terrain here, you can adjust the pins 1 to 3 settings to get it in place. I keep it a little bit left justified, keep it close to the handle, stable, and the door only opens just over 90 degrees because the awning's out. It'll open further if the awning's up, but not very far because it's still got the support column behind her. So you're always going to be working with less than a full swing door. Okay? So I'm going to walk around to the other side and show you where the power, the water, and the sewage hoses are. Follow me, please. All right. We're currently at a site that has no sewage hookup. We've been camping for 2 days. We're about 60% full. We've both taken showers. We've done our miscellaneous stuff. but when we pull out, we'll do another video of working out at the dump station. Essentially, got leveling blocks, 2 different types. I used wedges here at this particular site, but you can use the Lego style blocks. The wedges are actually on the other side. These are the water products. With the water, you'll see a water filter and a pressure valve. You can do it either way. I put the pressure valve usually at the faucet itself. You can then take the filter and put it on the pressure valve, and then have the water supply go over to the trailer. Use the 90-degree bend here. It puts less stress on the fitting. It's a more natural position. As you can see, we've got a surge protector here, and our power system, we're all locked down. We left the trailer for a couple of days going back and forth, so you know that's essentially the power hookup that I use. We have 2 different containers. Fresh water, nothing that touches waste goes in there. So the blue hose, rolled up filter, 90-degree valve, and the pressure valve goes ahead and gets put away inside the water system. The waste side we didn't use, but essentially you've got 1 hose in here, elbows, gloves, everything for touching the that side. And then here on the trailer itself, there's 1 more hose that's inside of that. Okay. I've got a couple of miscellaneous things for the sewage. Depending upon where you are, you've got the snake that allows you to adjust level and keep the waste flowing in the direction of the clean out. And then I got a couple miscellaneous tools here. Okay. This is for satellite cable or cable if your site has that. And then I've got a dog bone in here and a couple of extension cords that'll be available in the event that you need it. I got a 50-foot power cord, and at this particular site we didn't have much of a way to go, so I just used this little 12 or 15 footer that I have just to keep it simple. So at this point, I'm not going to take the time to put this stuff away. It goes in there really easily, but I will do a walk around on the kind of getting ready to pull away. First thing you want to do is pull in the slide. So the slide will go in, and essentially when you're setting up, the slide's one of the last things that go out. What you're going to do is come inside here, and where the slide is, it says slide in, and you're going to hold this button and the slide is going to come in. Okay, so you'll bring the slide, you'll hold the button, and it'll come all the way in till it essentially stops. Release the button. Okay, you'll hear it stop, it'll make its noise, the sound will pitch will change, and the slide will be out or the slide will be in. Okay, so you've got the slide out. That's one of the last things you're doing when you're setting up before you go into the bins. You've got the levelers, which essentially this is just a stability arm. Okay, we're not trying to do anything really heavy other than we put the wood block down, we bring the leg down, we extend to the point where we just make contact, and then a 1-2. This is not to lift up the trailer. This is just to stabilize it so when you're moving around inside, it's not moving around on you. So you'll do each of the 4 stabilizers by way of a button. You're essentially using these 2 buttons to do the rear, those 2 buttons to do the front. I've got the blocks that I store in the large bin on the other side with the water, power, and sewer products. Okay, I've got this little side table. It may or may not be included. It's kind of my own little personal touch, but essentially just lift up on it and it comes off. There's a little railing, allows you to put it inside, lift up high, and then it just sits there level. So at this point, we're getting ready to pick up. We'll take this and we'll put it inside the storage unit. As you can see, we backed into our site. We got close proximity to the power, to the water. We use the leveling wedges. You could use leveling blocks. You could use whatever. But when you're hooked up to the trailer, essentially with your tow vehicle, essentially you'll put the wedge on the front side of the tire once you've backed up to where you want, or maybe even a foot or so beyond where you want to end up, because you're going to pull yourself forward onto the wedge. So we've got on the front side, we got a little leveling bubble. You'll see that. And then there's one for, that works left to right. So essentially back up, here's a little closer. It's right on the front, right behind the spare tire. That's the leveling bubble. That's right to left. All right. And then on the front side here, this is up and down, and you will do that by way of the block and the electric hoist here for the front level. So on this side, we didn't pull the slider all the way in, but you're going to do a full walk around. You're going to make sure your slide's in. Your landing gears are retracted. Your wooden blocks are stored in the back with all of the other different products for waste, water, and electric. Make sure that you're all fully retracted with this gear. Do a full walk around the vehicle and make sure that everything is put away. The one thing I didn't point out is when you do come in and you get the vehicle leveled, you're going to have one side of the vehicle that's low. You're going to raise that side to get it level. And then once you do, I just got wheel chucks on this side to hold it stable so that there's no more movement. So on the other side, you're using the wedges to elevate. On this side, you're just locking in the axle. Okay? At this point, we're going to shut the video off and we're going to make another one where we kind of put everything away, and then we'll do the dump station clean out. So that's it. Thanks, guys.